What do you get when you have a news driver that is a 10 o'clock news event on a day where you have a seasonal tendency behind you and the market structure supposing that it moves in that same direction that the seasonal tendency implies, and you have a high impact news driver or a medium impact news driver at 10 o'clock? You think you're going to have a good move at that time? You're damn right you are. And if it's done maximum carnage by going higher, slightly higher, and then at 10 o'clock that news driver goes a little bit higher than all the highs it's been there, but you've been bearish. That's so beautiful, because I will take that as a turtle soup and I'll sell short. And then when it has a shift in market structure bearishly, I'm going to sell the first fair value gap that's bearish. I'm going to add on a breaker that's bearish. And I'm going to keep building every new pyramided entry I can that's an up close candle. As soon as it touches the low of that up close candle on the time frame I'm trading, I'm going to add another smaller position size and pyramid on it until I get to 60% of the range, okay, is still unrealized. That means 40% of the move has already happened. Then I stop pyramiding. I don't want to take any more pyramiding entries at 50% of the range I'm expected to see pan out on that trade. Why? Because I want to keep my last entry in my pyramided entry where I'm building these positions where I start with like 6 contracts, and then I'll do 4 contracts, and then I'll do 3, and I'll add 2, and then I'll add 1. I want that last one to be in the upper 40% of the range that is expected to be delivered to me as my profitable trade. There's rules to this stuff. It's not random. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my rear end because it just sounds good to talk about. I'm repeating these things all the time. Go back and look at my execution videos. I can't edit it. I can't make them seem like I'm doing that. That's exactly what I'm doing. On the days that I want to do something, all things being equal, that's how I'm doing it. Now, what happens if you start trading like that? When you have a very selective process of knowing when you're trying to do something, when you're not trying to do something, you're going to have a greater command over your emotions, the psychological impact of what you're trying to do, or you're trying to avoid losing trades. By default, this will maximize the likelihood of you not suffering as many losses. It will not prevent 100% likelihood of being profitable or unprofitable. There's never ever going to be something that removes that likelihood of you losing. That's always going to be there. And the reason why that's always going to be a constant is because manipulation is always likely to occur. And that uncertainty, the things that you don't see coming, that's going to be the catalyst for you taking a losing trade. And if you think that losing trades are going to be the end of you, then you can't be a trader. You can't. Okay, so